That familiar tightness gripping your chest during stressful moments. You know it, right? The endless stream of thoughts robbing you of rest. That habitual worrying about what's coming that prevents living now. What if I told you there's a single phrase, just 3 simple words, that has the power to dissolve anxiety the moment it appears? Brain researchers have scrutinized this phrase's neural impact, and what they found will reshape your stress management for life. But before I reveal this phrase, I need you to do something right now. Tap that subscription button and switch on notifications, because this information may determine whether you live anxiously or peacefully. Drawing from aggregated research by global universities and publicly available health education resources from official organizations, we developed this video to deliver current information specifically tailored for those above 60. At this juncture, let me inquire something frank. How many of your days have been dedicated to fretting over circumstances that never came to pass? What number of wonderful experiences have you overlooked while your mind dwelled in a make-believe future or hurtful past? Truth be told, anxiety has no residence in the present. This cannot happen. Anxiety is always about what might happen or what already happened. It sustains itself on time frames absent from the present. Here's the moment when it all shifts. The words that dissolve anxiety are merely these: I am here now. A trio of words, 9 letters total, unlimited power. Upon uttering these words with authentic mindfulness, something amazing takes place in your mind. Functional MRI research reveals that mindful presence promptly diminishes activity in the amygdala, our fear processing center, while at the same time enhancing prefrontal cortex activity, the region managing rational cognition and emotional balance. Though this isn't merely a matter of neurotransmitters, this centers on taking back your life from the control of non-existent dangers. Give this some thought. Right now, in this exact moment, are you okay? Not about tomorrow's uncertainties, not next week's possibilities, not in those late-night mind-created scenes. Right now, generally speaking, the answer is yes. Presently, you're drawing breath. Currently, you're out of danger. This very second, you contain everything needed for present moment existence. Most individuals above 60 years carry accumulated decades of anxiety. We've experienced sufficient life to understand that negative events occur. We've encountered grief, letdowns, and medical difficulties. And because of this experience, our minds become hypervigilant, constantly scanning for the next threat. This phenomenon is known among psychologists as anticipatory anxiety, and it's utterly depleting. It's comparable to competing in a marathon while remaining stationary. Your body doesn't know the difference between a real threat and an imagined one. When anxious about tomorrow's doctor appointment, your heart pounds faster, blood pressure goes up, stress hormones inundate your body, exactly as if danger were present now. This continual stress isn't just unpleasant. It truly accelerates biological aging and undermines your immune response. Scientists at Harvard found something profoundly important. When people routinely engage in present moment consciousness, their bodies create less cortisol, the chief stress hormone, and more DHEA, commonly known as the anti-aging molecule. Merely by directing your awareness to now, you're genuinely opting for health instead of sickness, calm instead of disorder. Let me share a story that illustrates this perfectly. There lived a man called Robert, age 72, who spent every day engulfed in stress about his heart disease. Each morning brought pulse checking, sensation monitoring, and conviction that any day could be his final one. His spouse observed him vanishing into this anxiety prison until one afternoon in his garden, a butterfly landing on a nearby flower caught his attention. For just brief moments, his consciousness became fully peaceful. His heart troubles weren't on his mind. He wasn't thinking about tomorrow. He simply observed his butterfly, totally in that moment. And right then he grasped something deep. His worry wasn't safeguarding him. It was stopping him from truly living. From that day forth, any time anxiety arose, he'd say to himself, I am here now, and move his attention to something in his immediate vicinity, something audible, a sensation, the act of breathing. Over time, this simple practice transformed his life more than any medication ever had. At this point, I'd like you to stop this video briefly, just 5 seconds, and attempt this personally. Pronounce aloud, I am here now. Notice your body's contact with the chair. Sense the air touching your skin. Notice the auditory sensations surrounding you. Notice how rapidly your worry decreases when you genuinely enter the now. This doesn't represent positive psychology or denial. This constitutes something substantially more powerful. Pure reality. The present is the only time frame that truly exists. All else is composed of either memory or mental projection. As you comprehend this profoundly, not merely mentally but through direct experience, anxiety releases its hold on you. You understand you've been distressed about things that literally have no current reality. And prior to continuing, I require your assistance in sharing this message. Write a comment with 1 if this clicks for you, or 0 if you remain skeptical. Your involvement helps this video get to others who desperately require these insights. At this point, let's explore how to employ this phrase successfully, especially when anxiety intensifies. The vital factor isn't applying it as a device to combat anxiety, attempting to expel anxious thoughts. Instead, use it as an anchor, a gentle reminder to return home to the present moment. When you notice anxiety rising, pause. Inhale slowly. State I am here now, either vocally or mentally. Subsequently, utilize your senses. What meets your eyes? What sounds reach your ears? What can you sense physically? This straightforward practice breaks the anxiety pattern before it strengthens. Neuroscience shows us that you can't simultaneously be fully present and fully anxious. They're opposing conditions. Presence erases anxiety the way light erases darkness, not through conflict, but simply through existing. For those of us over 60, this practice is especially valuable because we often carry not just current worries, but accumulated anxiety from a lifetime of challenges. We could fret about wellness, monetary concerns, our offspring or their children, or becoming dependent. These are true concerns, but worrying over them creates no answers. It only hinders us from relishing the pleasant moments we still possess. Action solves problems. Being present offers peace. Worrying delivers neither. Here's why this phrase proves so transformative. It takes effect instantly, requires 0 expense, has no negative consequences, and you can employ it any place, anytime. So here's your challenge. Every time you sense anxiety developing, use the phrase, I am here now. Say it with awareness. Come back to your senses. And this is what I'm asking you to do immediately.